Hey, what's going on, guys? Phil here. Welcome back to some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries news, and this has to do with the Shadow of Kinsky DLC coming to you September 3rd. And we're going to be talking about what just dropped a few days ago. I've been sick. I digress. I apologize. Let's get back into it. Friendly reminder, we have a wide range of shirts and designs over at nogutsnogalaxy.net. Maybe you're looking for something for your next gaming convention. Maybe you're looking for when you and the buddies are playing on the weekends. Whatever it is, we have a wide selection of t-shirts and mugs, desk mats. So go check that out, nogutsnogalaxy.net, and grab one today. Or more if you want. You've been good. Academies, traits, and hero pilots. Let's go ahead and dive in here. Greetings, mercenaries. Shadow Kinsky drops September 3rd. The launch trailer is coming today. As I record this, I might be recording another video later. This DLC is massive. The Inner sandbox is about to change all over again. Here's just a taste of what's coming. 12 mission campaign with full story cinematics. We'll see definitely in comparison maybe of what PGI did before in Mercs, and then now clans back to Mercs. 16 clan mechs plus clan tech, Omni mech and mech lab support via Omni slots and mech tech slot loadouts. The Bull Shark chassis, the Atlas 2 hired steel collab, and if you haven't checked out that video, make sure to do that. 13 new IS variants, 4 new IS weapon types, 17 new biomes, Inner Sphere map update with clan territories, and hero pilots and traits. Now we know the last one looks like it's buried at the bottom of a very long list, but don't sleep on it. Hero pilots, traits, and academies might just be the sleeper feature of this DLC. For today's blog, Tori, aka Wyrot, is put together a deep dive with fresh screenshots to show you why the system could end up being one of the most impactful additions to MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. All right, and let's go ahead and dive into that. Shadow Kinsky brings with it significant overhaul to pilots in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, including, in the free update, pilots may have traits. Shadow of Kinsky DLC owners will also gain access to 2 major additions to the pilot system, Academies and Hero Pilots. Let's go and talk about traits first. As part of the free update launching with the release of Shadow Kinsky, pilots can now have pilot traits. A variety of reward pilots and the occasional pilot will for hire will have traits. Pilot traits vary from mech affinities that improve mobility, weapon expertise that improves performance with specific weapon types, to a variety of economic bonuses under some circumstances. Low-level pilots also have the chance to come with negative traits, with drawbacks that also reduce their higher cost and salary. This is actually something that's been sort of on my wish list from the very beginning of the game. It's one of my main critiques of the pilots where they didn't really matter. You sort of find a 60-60 pilot, and that's all that really matters. Everybody else below just doesn't matter, which sort of sucks because let's just say you want to role play, or if you're a streamer like me, I like to, bring my, chat into my games and send them on missions to die gloriously in battle. And, well, that doesn't really matter here because, again, as you progress in this game, you need better and better pilots. This fixes that. So kudos to you, PGI. Yeah, did it. All right, academies. Academies are spread around the Inner Sphere and offer a range of programs from simple SimPod training to multi-year training programs. Each training program can award a mix of experience, skill cap increases, or a chance to learn new pilot traits. The rewards vary from per academy and per training program. Quick SimPod training at Virtual World Center, for example, might only reward a small amount of experience towards pilot skills. Meanwhile, a graduate program at the Nagel Ring will offer some experience, a moderate chance of skill cap increase, and a higher chance of gaining multiple traits. And again, you can sort of see here, there's a new icon here. And this also sort of goes out to one of the things I had about a lot of like unused space on the map. Again, these other things other than just combat zones, right? Industrial complexes. Now we're going to have training areas. Again, more to the sandbox is better. I think this is going to be hands down probably one of the most impactful DLCs that they're introducing. So academies can be found all throughout the Inner Sphere. West Point Military Academy. Here we've got a Situated in West Point, New York, Ontario, the West Point Military Academy is one of the humanity's oldest active military institutions. Originally established to train U.S. Army officers, it later became part of the SLDF's officer training program. So XP gain here, we have max stars, skill cap increase, 4 stars, trait chance level 3. It says required skill level 15 to 43, enrollment 1.2 million, C-bills, tuition cycle X amount of days. That's a lot of days, bro. So this is an investment that you're going to be sending your pilots off to. Graduate program, you have 8 pilots eligible for this thing. Again, you can sort of see here what it's doing, level 42 to level 60. And so you've got traits and then the chance of a skill cap increase. The question here really is this a dedicated skill cap? So it will increase 2, this will increase 4. Again, you're heavily investing into these pilots. I think this is a cool idea, and obviously I suspect monitors are going to take this and alter it to their liking as well. But yeah, so each academy offers a mix of training programs, including multi-year programs. So you can see here, completed year-long vocational training, XP2, skill cap 2, and trait chances. And you can see new bookworm. This pilot gains pilot XP from academics at a faster rate. So again, if you send them to another schooling, they'll get a bonus here. You can see level up here, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 6. So this is just basic skills here. But the big one I'm more interested in is here, right here. Cap up, and it looks like it went up to either 1 or 2. These are the things I'm more interested. So it takes this 1937 pilot, or vice versa, being able to bring that up. Obviously, heavy mech affinity. This sort of reminds me of a lot what's coming over from clans with their affinity system, which I think is good. So you'll be able to do like heavy mech. I'm assuming this is totally random here. So what's interesting is you're going to have pilots out there that you may want to find and then refine. So what I mean by that is I can imagine you need a light specialist, and so you may have to go find one there. But then what I don't know here is if you can do mech specific ones or how that works. I don't think you can assign here. So this is really just, that's where sort of the quirks come in with the mech itself. But as far as the piloting, you're going to have to go out there and find them. And then once you find them, let's just say you find a light pilot, you're then going to need to invest a lot of time and money. Maybe what you do is you take them on missions and max out the skills here, but then once they hit that level cap, you need to send them off to go get training to increase the total skill cap here. I think this is fantastic. We also have hero pilots here. While traveling throughout the inner sphere, Shadow of Kinsky owners will encounter elite pilot available callouts in industrial hubs. The barracks at these locations will have either a bespoke hero pilot with custom dialogue and portrait, or a randomly generated one. In either case, these pilots will come with high skill caps and a variety of traits, including the possibility of having hero traits. Hero traits provide either bigger bonuses than standard traits, a wider variety of applicable weapon and mech, or unique options not available to standard traits. All pilots marked as hero pilots have the chance to gain additional hero traits when gaining traits via training at academies. That's actually pretty dope. Additionally, several reward pilots from the base game of previous DLCs have been tagged as hero pilots, allowing them to potentially gain hero traits via the academy. And so here is an example. We have a hero elite pilot available. This is sort of nice too, because then if you're traveling there, sort of like a hero mech. It sort of tells you on the map. Let's see, as you can see here. All right, here we go. Arena specialist. After a stint fighting in the arenas, the pilot acquired a taste for melee rifles, PPCX, binary lasers, chemical lasers, and SRMs. Now, I don't know what that necessarily does here, but you can sort of see light mech affinity. You can see how impactful that could be as far as that. And then precise. This pilot prefers putting focus damage on a single location, increases range and velocity for standard autocannons, solid slug, LBX autocannons, Gauss rifles, and single projectile PPCs by 10%. Also reduces laser duration by -10. Rachel's bespoke Rachel is one of the bespoke hero pilots available in Shadow. Kinsky, Arena Specialist is a hero trait. So there you have it. I think this is a welcome addition to the game. This is one of those things where very early on in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries playthrough, you would recognize the sort of the lack of this in the game. So it took them a few DLCs, 7 to be exact, to get this system in, but I'm glad it's coming over. Like I said, I think some of the stuff coming over from clans to here, I know it's a lot of what people requested from the mod scene as well, and I do believe there was mods that were doing a lot of this. And sort of that goes back to the DLCs in general, and then go back to sort of here. Obviously, this is sort of an update to the DLC as well as far as me covering it. But you know, we've got 17 new biomes, and again, there's a huge breakthrough of like on actually breakdown of like each one. And I know, shout out to Vaughn Biomes out there, he's been knocking it out. A lot of these have to do with that. I have to sort of point out one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, and that is, yes, modders are able to do a lot of this stuff and have, if you will, taken charge of some of this stuff. But what you're failing to realize is everybody that plays on console doesn't get those mods. So yes, some of these things are PGI sort of rehashing, if you will, and also making a base game. But what that's doing is it's bringing that some of those mods, like Vaughn Biomes, which again, if you haven't checked out, make sure to do so, to the masses. So that's one thing to sort of point out. And of course, the clan mechs. I think every Inner Sphere mercenary would love clan tech. And well, now you're going to be able to have it. So it's also going to be interesting sort of seeing what modders do with the Omni mech system. Obviously, you have yet another mech lab with that as well. But anyways, I will be playing this when it drops. I hope to see you there on stream. Hopefully I'm over this cold. My daughter, the Plague Goblin, you know, love her. So hopefully this will be gone. But hey, I do stream Monday through Friday, and that is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm streaming over on Kick. I'm streaming on Twitch and, of course, YouTube. So I'll have all those links down below. Highly encourage you to go and pop in on live streams. We're still playing MechWarrior Online pretty much on a daily basis as well. And if you haven't checked that game out, I highly recommend it. If you like PvP, it is where it's at right now. All right, but that's it for the sort of update here of Academies, traits, and hero pilots. Welcome addition to the game. I like to see these sort of things, and you know, again, you know, looking forward to sort of maybe another DLC. I mean, who knows? I think this is gonna do well. This is just my tinfoil hat here. I think this will do well. I think anything adding to the sort of sandbox and sort of again, clans and bringing that sort of tech and sort of history and lore to mercenaries, I think is actually what a lot of people wanted instead of just clans. So even though I've said in the past, I think a single player story driven narrative game would be really cool. I think a lot of people that played Mercenaries wanted the clan invasion in that game in that sense. Let me know if you guys agree with that on that last statement. Obviously, I know it's a mixed bag as far as people liking clans or not liking clans, but I feel like a lot of people that play MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries wanted that experience in their playthrough. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, peace.